Okay, so for part one, oops, I just realized I did not turn on my incense. Hold on. While I'm getting this done, thank you to everyone who's been subscribing to the YouTube channel. I appreciate y'all so much, because this is where my main platform is going to be, and it helps if I'm not like posting everywhere twice. For now I have to, because we're transitioning slowly. But if you're already here, you're already getting the notifications, you're my type of people. Thank you so much. And to those of you who are also subscribed to the Facebook page so that y'all can watch part 2, I love y'all. Thank you for your support and for, the enthusiasm y'all present. It uplifts me. It helps me keep going. So let's get into today's collective. I am feeling drawn to using the Star Codes Astro Oracle again. So we're going to do that. And then today we're going to do his and hers type of story. We're going to be doing 2 different sides, the masculine and the feminine. And again, it's not about gender. The masculine could be the feminine just as well as vice versa. So remember that, okay? And then to clarify, of course, we're going to be going back to the OG for a little while. The Rider-Waite, just the baby one. Okie dokie. So let's put these aside. And I'm going to get 2 of these, 1 for each side. So what's the overall energy or theme for the masculine? What's the theme for the masculine? Virgo, digest. All right. What's the theme for the feminine? Vesta, hearth. And then overall energy, Pluto, rebirth. All right. This one came out yesterday, which is interesting. It's coming out again, but we'll read it. So we're going to read the overall energy first. This one I feel is applying to both people in this scenario. Pluto, it says, Pluto calls for 3 actions. First, to dig deep. Second, to be willing to transform. And third, to use power wisely. Pluto calls you to drill down, dig up what is worthy, and bring it to the surface. Then rinse away the dirt and uncover the gold. Bring up riches whenever you dig deep into your soul's work. Notice obsessions and neuroses. These signs of stress must be listened to and healed, but don't allow them to control you. Pluto reminds you that you can't hold on to the past, but you can take care of yourself. To begin this work, you may have to let go of an old form, as a caterpillar must to become a butterfly. Mourn what you've left behind, then get curious. Sorry, guys. Then get curious about what is about to arrive. I slept really well. I don't know why I'm yawning. Examine the power dynamics of this situation. Neither give yours away nor misuse your power over others. Step out of a power struggle and into self-empowerment. Challenge. Pluto's shadow side can bring up obsession, depression, mortality, and grief. Pluto plays hardball, so get a guide for this realm if needed. Spiritual gift. Pluto asks you, in the face of life and death, why are you here? This isn't a rhetorical question. Strip down to the essentials and come back to what really matters to find the answer. Okay, so this could be 2 different people. Well, not could be, it is. 2 different people are going through transformation. The masculine could either be a Virgo, sun, rising, moon, or have a lot of Virgo energy, or it's just an energy that they're in the middle of right now. And the feminine with Vesta, hearth, to me, this is like Cancerian Taurus energy. So somebody could have that chart in their, that energy in their chart as well. So let's look into it. Number 6. And the fact that Pluto's here tells me that these 2 are a little obsessed with each other. So Virgo says, look for the grain and release the chaff. Weed, harvest, sort. Something in this situation needs to be sorted, edited, or reorganized in order to bring in its harvest, whether you're asking about a relationship, a work project, or the culture in which you work. Virgo wants you to be specific, sort and release a habit, not a person, and change how you interact, but not necessarily with whom you interact. Examine the situation for the patterns that need to be released and composted, and what seeds need to be saved for another time or planted for the next season. Rather than focusing on faults, appreciate what is valuable about each interaction, opportunity, and person. Truly absorb the worth and wonder and be healed thereby. It may take time. It may be time to take an introspective break and work on your self-care routine. Look at your diet and health habits to see what needs improvement. Absorb vitality. Challenge. If you just weed the garden and don't plant or cultivate, all you'll have is an empty bed. Editing without creating gives you no content. Sometimes you have to ask the inner editor to take a break and let the creative process flow. Then let the editor clean and polish. Gift. This world is gloriously complex. Virgo encourages us to see how the details fit together, how the leaves and twigs make up a forest. Light and shadow co-create our image of the whole. Rather than judge the worth of the part, pay attention to the necessary role each piece plays. The shaft protects wheat so it can grow, and therefore has value even if it's not edible. Perceive not just with your mind, but with mind, heart, and soul together. All right. And then 32. Vesta. Hold on. Action. Evaluate yourself in your life. Each human's task is to help reduce the total suffering on earth and increase the total joy. Your joy and suffering matter as much, neither more nor less than anyone else's. Do not burn yourself up for another's cause, nor withhold your warmth, but share what you have to offer. This is not a situation where you need to take sides. Come back to the center, to the flame, to your hearth and your core values. Focus on that center flame instead of the personalities involved. Remember what matters. Find that deep calm within. Light a candle with a prayer and use it to bring your focus to the center and let the rest fall away. Then decide, advise, and operate from there. It may be time to take a retreat, a chance to clear yourself, clear your energy fields, cleanse your environment, reclaim your temple. If a relationship is truly of value and important to your soul, the person or team you're involved with will honor your process. Challenge. Vesta warns you to share yourself rather than sacrifice yourself. Your hard work at holding the situation together may be ignored or taken for granted unless you know your worth. Gift. Find the temple within, the place of quiet safety where you can tend to the fire and carry the sacred temple with you always. Interesting. So far, these energies are already clearly showing up as very different. Virgo is more analytical. They're going to be a little too detail driven, right? Because it says, because they're ruled by Mercury, they can be critical because Virgo is it's Mercury's Earth manifestation. So the way it shows up is that it wants to correct things, which is why it's talking about the editor, right? However, sometimes there's an overcorrection. So there can be somebody here who is maybe very self-critical, maybe critical of other people, and transformation is here, which Pluto is saying there's things you need to adjust. It's not the person you're dealing with that you need to adjust. It's how you're dealing with this person that you need to adjust. And this person over here, they're also in the middle of transformation because they're the person that probably absorbs all of this criticism and they're constantly in a flurry trying to improve, trying to please this person. It's like, hold on, chill out. What makes you think that everything this person tells you is true? Why do you need to be trying to please this person instead of examining whether what they're saying is actually you? So they may be internalizing this person's opinion a little too much, okay? So let's go ahead and get into the collective. So we're going to start, let's start with the masculine. First set for the masculine. The Star. Excuse me, Wheel of Fortune. Ten of Wands. And the Two of Pentacles. Oof, with the Devil. Okay, So we've got some toxic energies here. Interestingly enough, it's coming more from a place of oh, how to put this? It's like this is somebody who might have been in a home situation where they were made to feel useful. They were made to feel like you have to be useful to people or otherwise we don't want you. And so this person has taken on a lot, too much sometimes. But because they've taken on a lot, they can, without meaning to, they're going to come across toxic to other people because since they're over here overwhelming themselves, they expect other people to do the same. And if they don't, then they see them like, oh, you must not be good enough. So with the star, this is like asking this person, there's things that they need to heal from. They have toxic tendencies for themselves. And because they're toxic to themselves, they are spreading that over to other people. So I feel like there's a fated meeting. Spirit is arranging these two people to meet for two different things. First, this person is a giver. They want to help. So I think it'll be the first time that Virgo meets somebody or is with somebody that is as much of a giver as they are. Now, because the devil is here, there's going to be some clashes with that, right? Because Virgo's going to struggle accepting that. This person's also going to teach Virgo, and I keep saying Virgo, but it doesn't have to be a Virgo. It's just, I'm going to call them that because of the card. But it can be somebody who has a Virgo rising, Virgo moon, Virgo Mars, Virgo Venus, Virgo Mercury, but there's strong Virgo energy here for now, okay? But we also have Capricorn, Aquarius, Sagittarius. It could change, and Scorpio. Either way, this is somebody who's here to lighten Virgo's pressure. All this pressure they put on themselves. There's somebody who's meant to bring healing energy, and it's definitely a fated meeting. These two are going to transform each other. They're going to balance each other out. So let's see. And just to be able to get more information, I'm only going to pull out one clarifier so that we don't spend all day clarifying, okay? Clarify Two of Pentacles. Whoa. Well, I said just one and then three fall out. Hierophant in reverse, Eight of Pentacles, and the Hanged Man for the Two of Pentacles. And the Five of Wands. This Virgo may be somebody who just came out of a marriage. It could also be somebody who is not very conventional. They don't do things the way everyone else does. Sorry. Now, if they did just get out of a marriage, then this is somebody who, it's like they're throwing themselves into work because they don't want to focus on what just went wrong. But I don't feel like Spirit is letting them move forward yet. Spirit's like, no. You're trying to move forward and you can't because there's something here you're missing. And so there's going to be resistance here on this side. The masculine is going to resist the feminine. Not because they don't find her attractive. In fact, with devil energy, they may be obsessed with who she is, how she feels, what she looks like. But because they're in this place of wanting to avoid, maybe they're wanting to avoid commitment. Maybe they're wanting to avoid putting work into something. Whatever it is, Spirit isn't letting them move forward. It's like, no. So they're kind of battling Spirit right now because they want to move forward. And Spirit's like, you're not ready yet. You're still carrying all this baggage from previous connections, from previous situations, from previous love that's not letting you move forward. And I'm going to help you meet somebody, or this person may already be in their life, that you won't be able to escape. You will be magnetically drawn to them. Pluto is at play. Clarify Ten of Wands. Look, I tried, okay? I said one card and look at this shit. I can't. So we've got the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, Eight of Cups, Page of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords. See, Vesta energy, and then we get the Queen of Cups. Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. Both the most nurturing queens. That is Vesta energy. I told you, Cancer, Taurus energy, but it could also be water and earth because we have water and earth here. So it could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, or a mix of that this person has. But they're very nurturing, of course. If you think of Virgo and it's earth, right? This is somebody who nurtures earth. This is the garden. This is the gardener. Okay. So if this is the garden that's used to feeding everybody, they've never had somebody tend to the garden, if that makes sense. So with the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles, this is definitely somebody who's going to be pouring into the Virgo, especially when they see them like this. They see them like, boy, this person takes on a lot of responsibilities. But again, they will also know, because they're practical and they're intelligent, they have the wisdom to know that this is self-inflicted. Virgo has been taught you're not valuable unless you're overwhelmed. When you're overwhelmed, then you're doing shit. So they keep overwhelming themselves, and this person's sitting here like, this is more Taurus energy because it's more relaxed. And they're probably watching this person like, God, they got a lot going on there. Maybe I need to help them release some of that. It's going to be natural for this person. Eight of Cups. Now, this is also somebody who may just have had to walk away from a situation that left them feeling drained and uninspired. Keeps coming to mind for some reason. Like maybe this connection that they were in made them lose inspiration for some reason. But coming across Virgo is almost like reawakening something in them. The fire, this is interesting to me because it feels like a fire has been lit within again. Like maybe this person was so disillusioned. That's why uninspired is because they were disillusioned. There it is. This is somebody who was so disillusioned that maybe they weren't thinking of really loving again. They weren't thinking of getting into a relationship anytime soon. They were just like, yeah, I don't know about that. And then they meet Virgo and they're like, you know what though? On second thought, we can reconsider that. So this could be somebody who is very attracted to Virgo, especially with devil energy. There's attraction, there's strong attraction here. And they're looking at Virgo like this little pinnacle, like, you know what? This shiny little coin could get my time. They could catch this attention anytime. But Five of Swords is here, which means that because these two are coming out of really tough situations, they're a little hesitant. It's like, I'm picturing two people who are like almost at a cocktail party, because there's voices, they're dressed nice, they're holding a drink, but they're kind of like looking at each other. And if they catch each other looking, they'll look away. But they're kind of inching towards each other. But they're doing the thing of like, oh, I'm not that interested. But they're both moving towards each other. So it's like mind games, but very gentle mind games so far. I wouldn't say that they're like super strong, like they're trying to destroy each other. That's not what I'm saying. I'm seeing it like they're both kind of inching their way closer and closer to each other. And they'll be sneaking looks at each other. But it's like they're struggling to figure out if they're reading each other correctly. That's what it feels like. So they're both a little afraid to ask and just come right out with it. Like, so are you into me or what? What is this? There's a little bit of hesitancy there, but there's definitely interest. So the thing is, Virgo's just like, I think Virgo's way more resistant than this person, where this person might be more open to like, maybe like if they catch Virgo looking at them, they'll give them a smile, and then Virgo will look away like, I don't know what they're smiling about, but then they keep inching closer. So this person might be a little bit more open than this one. Let's see. Clarify Wheel of Fortune. Page of Cups. Oh, yes. Romance is blooming. I don't know why I'm doing next. I do these weird accents. I don't know why. I don't even know where they're from. Anyways. So, yes, there is romance. Romance is sprouting within Virgo too. But They're holding it back. They're like, oh, no, 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 no. I don't have time for this right now. Yes, well, divine timing is at play. So whether they have time for it or not is irrelevant. Clarify the star. Spirit feels like this person needs it. 4 of Wands, 6 of Wands. Queen of Wands. Yeah. They definitely find this person attractive. They see the feminine as independent. Now, they see the nurturing part too. But they also see them as independent, sexy. Like, it's like this person is like the perfect blend of, and I'm saying perfect blend because it's a balance, right? Not everybody can do both. But she's doing both, where she can be nurturing, she can be soft, she can be loving, but she's also very sure of her worth, very sure of her value. She's independent, she's not codependent. She's confident, she's brave and bold and sexy. So Virgo's having a little bit of a difficult time because they could picture themselves with this person. The star means like they had lost hope that they could find somebody like this. And they find them, but they're like, okay, yeah, that would be a nice relationship. But you know what? That means that I would have to admit that I'm wrong. So those words came to me, which means that this person might have sworn off relationships, might have sworn off love. They did something that they're in their ego a little bit. To be able to accept this, they would have to admit that they were wrong in something, or that they're going to have to eat their words. I don't know why. Something here about that is playing out, but they're fighting it off right now because the Queen and the 4 is the 5 of Wands. Tension, resistance. And then the 6 of Wands with the Queen of Wands at the 7, blocking. So I don't think that they've blocked this person, but I think energetically they're trying to block this. Like, no. I'm not ready for this right now. Oh my goodness. Poor little Virgo. I don't think that they have choice. Because let me tell you something. In synastry, when there's Pluto aspects, oof. You can't fight it, booba. Okay. Let's look at the feminine. Tell me about the feminine. We got the 8 of Wands. King of Cups. Ooh, 2 of Cups. 2 of Cups. Let's see, one more. And the Page of Swords. With the 6 of Swords. Okay. So the feminine is definitely someone who is moving away from a very difficult situation as well. Now, I saw that over here, but we're going to confirm it again because the 6 of Swords it comes after the 5. And 5 of Swords is a lot of mind games, manipulation, he said, she said. It's just a lot of drama. So this is somebody who just got fucking tired of it, is walking away from it. With the 8 of Wands, they're excited. They've probably done a lot of healing. And now they're excited that they found somebody that actually sparks that interest again. They see the Virgo, or the masculine. I should stop calling them Virgo because not everybody's a Virgo. But they see the masculine as somebody who is emotionally available, kind, compassionate. This is not somebody who loses their temper. Probably they were around that so much, they're so tired of that. So they're around somebody who is calm, gentle. They love that. That is very attractive to them. 2 of Cups. Yeah, they know. They feel it. They felt it. They're like, yeah, that person feels it too. So she's very intuitive because she can sense that the masculine feels this connection as well. And I love that it shows this like energy arc here because they're looking at each other. They're not saying anything, but the connection is there on both sides. So she could tell that they feel it too. Now, we do have 3 cups. So they could be in a friendship right now. Or she could sense that maybe this person hasn't fully released something from their past. But with the Page of Swords, she's very curious about this person. She wants to know everything about this person. So I'm getting the image of Oh, you know how there's a lot of memes or GIFs that show, excuse me, that show people like peeking over a fence or over a bush, like spying a little bit. That's what I'm getting with this. So she could be very, because we have 7 swords here. She could be lightly stalking this person's social media, their different things. Like she's wanting to understand them. So she's being very inquisitive about them. She might even ask them questions because this is very communicative. But it's with a purpose. That's the thing. She's not saying that because remember, they're both. So like if we're using the analogy of being at that cocktail party, then this is going to be somebody who's just casually asking questions about this person. Like, oh, how interesting. When the whole time it's like, okay, so they're not married. All right, so they have this. So they're like compiling a list of facts about this person while acting like it's just casual conversation. Oh, okay. So let's look at the masculine. Wait, have I clarified? No, I have not clarified. Sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's clarify the feminine. Clarify the 8 of Wands, please. That was quick. Empress, 2 of Swords, 6 of Wands. Ooh, they found an Empress. Of course, that's Vesta. Wow. Okay. So I feel like they're both very intuitive, but the feminine has definitely realized this is a match. This is somebody that could match me with the Lovers. So with the Empress, either one, she knows that they're not fully over someone else, so she would kind of be the third party right now. We did have 3 cups. Or 2, it really brought out her feminine Empress energy. She's comfortable with them because she knows that although they're masculine, they're the masculine that's in touch with their feminine side. So they wouldn't feel threatened by her femininity, basically. 2 of Swords. But she's holding back because I think she senses that they're not ready. She senses that they're in their ego a little bit. So she's kind of like, okay. So she's doing that's why she's doing the little sideways thing of asking questions right now. But so let's say that these people met at a dinner party. I don't know why I keep getting that. A cocktail party. This masculine might have said something like, yeah, well, I have no interest in dating right now. So, and she's just like, oh, okay. And yet she's like, so why do I feel this tension between us? Why do I feel you sneaking glances at me then? So she's just letting it be. She's just rolling with it. Let's see. Clarify King of Cups. Because she also knows that she's in the feminine, right? If she's a divine feminine, she knows you can't be running after people. They either want you or you don't. So she's kind of just letting it happen because she can feel the sparks flying. And she's just like, well, I'm just going to sit my pretty little ass down and let you figure out what you want. Clarify King of Cups. Yep. Yeah, she can tell that the masculine isn't sure what they want. So their mouth might say things like, yeah, I'm not looking for a relationship. I am not interested in romance, blah, blah, blah. But then every time she turns around, they're staring at her and they're like, oh, shit, you know? So she's like, okay, clearly this person doesn't know what they want. And she can sense that. Her intuition is telling her that. So she's just being feminine. She's just sitting back. If they approach her and they engage her in conversation, she's responsive. She is, you know, charming. But when they pull back, she allows them to pull back because she knows that they have to come to terms with that in their own time. So she's being patient. She's just letting it play out. Good for her. Let's look at the 2 of Cups. King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. Ooh, girl. Wow. With the Lovers, yeah, she definitely felt it. She can feel that they would be just as dedicated as her. She can tell that this is somebody who knows how to invest as much as she does. And they would be good at investing in each other. She can sense it. She can feel it. And she also can sense their interests. They're not disinterested. So she's just like, okay. It's like she's just letting it play out. because this is not energy you can overlook, right? So if she's showing up as an empress and they're her match, this means this is an emperor, but she's giving them time because it's like they just got home from war, right? They need time to recuperate mentally. Clarify Page of Swords. Judgment. Yeah. She hasn't made her mind up about them. A piece of her feels very interested. A piece of her wants to know about them. And the reason she wants to know is because she hasn't really decided if they're a good partner or not. Because again, intuition can sometimes fool us, right? You can sense the potential of somebody, but that doesn't mean that that's who they are. So that's what she's trying to figure out. She's trying to figure out, did I sense that they have the potential to be an emperor, or are they an emperor? So she's going to be asking questions possibly about their family, their childhood, their dreams, their goals. She's trying to figure them out because that will give her an answer on whether they are worth her investment or not. All right, so let's move on to the masculine. Next set for the masculine. The moon. The Ace of Wands. Strength card. Oh, you're gonna laugh when I tell. Oh, wow. The motherfucking lovers. I'm so fucking done. I am so done. Hold on. I'm trying to broaden this a little bit so you can see all the cards. Okay. All right. Temperance. So when these two cards came out, and I have to look it up because y'all know how I do. I have to look up the lyrics. There is, the song of, it's so funny. That's why I started laughing. The song of Frozen, Let It Go, is what I swear that's what I kept hearing. But it was the chorus of let it go, can't hold it back anymore. Let it go, turn away and slam the door. I don't care what they're going to say. Let the storm rage on. The cold never bothered me anyway. And then there's another one where it says, let it go, I am one with the wind and sky. Let it go, you'll never see me cry. Here I stand, here I stay, let the storm rage on. So it's like this person has been, here it is. There's this one that came up for, it's like conceal, don't feel, don't let them know. Well, now they know. That's the part that also I heard. So it's like this is somebody who's used to being really good at concealing their emotions. They're possibly disconnected from their emotions. And I don't think that they are disconnected because they have King of Cups. So maybe they're just really good at hiding them. Because of the King of Cups, they can feel deeply, but you won't know what they're feeling because they can control it. They can control the external expression of it. So I think for a long time, this is somebody who's been able to control that expression. But the devil came up with this feminine. So they're feeling that tug, that Pluto pull. They're feeling it. They're trying to hide it, but look at this. Oh my God. We all know this is big dick energy. Now they may not have a big dick. I'm not talking about that, but it's like, it's pulling this energy out of them. They want to conquer, they want to claim, they want to go after her, and they keep holding it back because they're like, no, conceal, don't feel, don't let them know. But look at this. They can't. This is like they're feeling such strong, powerful response to her. So the fact that it was like, well, now they know. I have a feeling that they're not going to be able to hold this back much longer. Now, FYI, this does not feel like an ex at all. This is somebody who's on a new These are two people who just walked away from really fucked up situations and they are meeting each other. Or they've already met and all of a sudden they're looking at each other with different eyes. So let's look at the moon. Clarify the moon for me. You know, I literally just said, I fucking can't. I fucking can't. I just said the King of Cups will feel deeply, but he can control it. He can hide it. And then we get the motherfucking King of Cups. Because this person is somebody who is in touch with their emotions. But it could also be because they are masculine. They are in touch with their feminine side, but that doesn't mean that they enjoy it. As in, the moon means feelings might be a little scary to them because they can't really, especially feeling all of this, they cannot regulate it, right? It's very intense. So at the Seven of Pentacles, they're sitting here trying to control it because they are also trying to figure out if this feminine is worth their investment. Because like I said, they might have gotten out of a situation where they carried all the burden, all the weight, and they're sitting here like, I don't want to go through the same thing. She doesn't come across that way, but you know what? Neither did the ex. I need to get to know her better. Clarify Ace of Wands. Ooh. Like I said. Oh my God, this is so cute. I'm sorry, I'm a sucker for romance. So, like I said, they see her as everything they ever wanted. She is coming across like she looks good, she smells good. This is somebody who's independent. They've built their own wealth. They dress nice. They're classy. They're cultured. They've traveled. They're well-rounded. But they're a very well-rounded person. And that, it gets them going. They like that. They like these qualities because they just came from a situation where they had to take care of everything. So the idea of doing that again would be extremely exhausting. And meeting somebody who doesn't need you to take care of them, they would actually help take care of you. It could be mutual that this person is very excited by that. But at the same time, they're worried because they're sitting here like, I don't know if I'm ready for this. Am I ready for this? What if this backfires? What if I just fuck myself up further? What if I hurt this person? What if I hurt myself? Like, there's just a lot of anxiety going on here. Because, let me put it to you this way. I feel like the person they were with hurt them, right? Well, keep in mind, I think it was a very toxic connection for both people. But they came out of it with a lot of wounds, a lot of hurt. And they didn't even feel for that person what they're feeling for this Empress now. So this is increasing their anxiety because they're like, if that person that didn't hit me in the feels as hard as this one is doing, and I haven't even been with this one is just the beginning and I already feel this intensely, how is this one going to hurt me? Let's look at the Strength card. Ace of Swords. Ooh, that, I swear that little, look at that little phrase of conceal, don't feel, don't let them know. Well, now they know. It keeps playing over and over. Because this person is so resistant. And then all of a sudden it just hits them like, I fucking know. I get it. I don't know who they're talking to. It's either spirit or their intuition that they're talking to. But they're like, I get it. Yes, this is somebody that's a match. I hear you. But I don't want it yet. And yet the words, well, now they know, are coming back because they're let me put it this way. I'm trying to think of how to present the analogy. So if this is that same cocktail party, right? And they keep staring at the Empress and then they look away like, no, she saw me looking, fuck. And yet they have this little voice on their shoulder telling them, go talk to her. And that I am not going to go to, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. And yet their feet are kind of moving towards the Empress. So they're sitting here claiming, if you noticed, energetically their back is turned to her. But they're a King of Wands, and the King of Wands is an action taker. So they keep saying no with their mouth, but their body language, their actions are saying something different. Let's look at the Lovers. I sounded like R. Kelly. That is creepy as hell. Sorry. But it's like, it's not like she's not taking no for an answer. They're not taking no for an answer from themselves. So that's different. Clarify the Lovers. Oh, Five of Pentacles. Yeah, they've, this person has gone through a very difficult situation. Whatever person they were with in the past, they may have drained them financially. They put them in a place. And again, I'm not blaming only the other person, because we could tell they kind of do that to themselves. It's a toxic tendency that they have, a toxic trait, where this person might help them gently step out of it. But they put themselves in a position to be with a partner that drained them of resources, whether that's financial, emotional, mental. And they're sitting here almost like they just don't have the energetic bandwidth right now to step into this. But Saturn is coming out. And the thing about Saturn is known for resiliency. Okay? Saturn gives us resiliency. He makes us that way. So it's almost like Saturn is giving this person a boost of, you can do it, I believe in you, and then shoves them towards the Empress, because they're drawn to her anyway. All they needed was a little shove regardless. They've been resisting, they've been fighting, they've been tempering it. Like, no, I can remember, temperance is overruling the devil. The devil is the obsession, temperance is the moderation of that obsession. They keep, no. They keep telling their Virgo Jr., down, Bessie, because they're like, it's not time yet. I'm not ready yet. But it's like everything just keeps pushing them towards this Empress. Oh my goodness. Let's look at the feminine side. Next set for the feminine. I cannot. The Lovers, first card out. Next set for the feminine. Ooh, Tower in reverse. Okay. Oh, I almost dropped one. Six of Pentacles. The Hermit. And the Four of Cups. Okay. So she's being a little, she's feeling a little rejected, look at this, by this king. She's feeling a little rejection because it's like, so we're going back to the cocktail party analogy, right? They're in the cocktail party and this person stares at her, but every time she looks at them, she smiles, kind of giving them that little go ahead of like, you can approach me. And they turn around, they almost frown and turn away from her like, no. So she can tell that they are interested in her, but they're also rejecting the idea of this connection. So she's feeling a little disappointed, a little let down. Like initially she might have been really excited and been like, ooh, I can be patient. But it's almost like as time passes, she's kind of like, I feel like this person really isn't gonna come forward. They're drawn to me. I can feel it. They both have the Lover's energy. She can sense that tension, but it's almost like she's getting to the point where she's thinking, maybe it was all on my side. Maybe I thought it was mutual and it's not. So she's having this almost inner, I wouldn't call it a meltdown, but almost. Because it's not like she's acting out. She's not losing her shit. But what's melting down is the idea that she thought this person was into her. She's starting to release it because she's like, I think I was wrong. I don't think this person is into me. Six of Pentacles. So her first assessment of them was, this is somebody who I could give to and they would give to me. It would be reciprocated. And she's starting to feel like maybe that was wrong. That first assessment was wrong, because I feel like I'm sitting here open, with an open heart, with, you know, wanting to explore this, and they're giving off loner energy. They're giving off the energy of somebody who doesn't want to be bothered, doesn't want this. So I should probably stop bothering them, right? I should leave it alone. So she's feeling a little disheartened. Let's see. Clarify the Lovers. Two of Pentacles. With the Page of Wands. Yeah. So she started off being really excited with the Page of Wands energy. Very energized. It was like, ooh, and he's cute, and he's this, and he, like, looking at this person with excitement, with a little trepidation, that little butterflies in the stomach feeling, you know, very excited about this person she had found, this match she had found. But with the Two of Pentacles, she's getting to a point where she's kind of like, was this person just feeling maybe frisky that evening? Were they just not really, you know, not really into me like that? Maybe I misunderstood them. Clarify the Tower in reverse. Two of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. So, with Temperance again. So she's kind of cooling her jets down. Like, oh, here I was ready for takeoff, and I don't think that there's going to be any takeoff. So she is pulling in all of this energy, where she felt the passion, she felt the that spark, that fire that was lit within her. She's internalizing it. It's still there, but she's, maybe before she would smile at this person, she would look forward to them looking at her so she could meet their eyes. Now she's going to be like, okay, I need to stop looking at this person because I feel like now I seem crazy. So now she's going to avoid their gaze. She's going to think that maybe they're just, she'll rationalize it as in, maybe they just think I'm pretty, but they don't actually want to talk to me. And that's okay. They don't have to. So she's going to focus on other things because she feels like, yeah, this wasn't what I thought it was. I thought this connection I felt was strong. I thought it was a real thing. I don't think it is. I am mistaken. I think this person just thinks I'm pretty. They may want to, you know, observe me, but that's it. They're not moving forward with anything. Clarify Six of Pentacles. Woo! Boy, are they wrong. This Empress is so wrong because this person is obsessed. They are obsessed. But King of Swords, they're coming off completely cold, very formal. So if she spoke to them, they would be very formal, very polite, very knowledgeable, but they're not going to give any indication that they're sitting here hungry for her, basically. They're not going to give any indication of that because they're doing the whole conceal, don't feel, don't let them know thing right now. I don't think they're going to be able to hold that for long, but for now, they've been able to hold it pretty well. One more for the Hermit. Page of Swords. So what she doesn't know is that, yeah, she's trying to get to know them, but the way that they see her right now, and it's not, I'm not knocking the feminine, I'm just saying this is their perception. They see her like somebody that asks too many questions. So her focusing on them is creating them pulling away, because she might not be chasing them physically, but they can feel her energy on them. They can feel her prying energy, like, open up to me. And they're not okay with it. They feel like she's too forward, she's too direct. So when she pulls back, this is actually going to be good for her, because it's going to give this person the opportunity to wonder if they do want to open up to her. Me no. I don't know if I have time for another set, but let's try it. Next set for the masculine. Page of Cups. Seven of Swords. Six of Pentacles again, but on this side now. Ooh, Ten of Swords. Okay. With the World card. Yeah, this is some sort of lesson, is what I feel. It keeps coming out. The World card keeps coming out. And it's Saturn, and then we've got Pluto. Saturn and Pluto are working together. Pluto is transforming the masculine, but they're also transforming the feminine, but it's different types of transformation. So Pluto's trying to transform this masculine, and Saturn is cooperating by they're trying to teach this person a lesson. Possibly about who it is that they're choosing, why they choose them, things like that. So with the Page of Cups, it could be that the person they were with before was somebody who pursued them. And so now they're kind of used to that. They're kind of used to being pursued. And this transformation is like, no, see, this is why you end up with people who dominate you, who basically take control of your life. You need to be the person stepping up for yourself. So they're starting off with something very small. Page of Cups. It's going to be a very light indication. But the reason that they're doing this is because they think, oh, maybe she pulled her energy back because I might not have shown interest. Let me show a little bit of interest so she can keep pursuing me, because they're used to being pursued, interestingly enough. So they think that doing this will be enough for her to come after them. And then they're like, it's almost like, that, I don't know what it's called, but it's that joke where young teenagers will go ring a doorbell and then take off. That's kind of what this is. So they're going to make some sort of very clear overture of interest, and they're going to take off energetically, waiting for her to come to them. Because to them, that shows whether somebody's going to give equal to them or not. But I think they're going to be really disappointed, Ten of Swords, when they don't see any pursuit, because that's not who the Empress is. She might have been interested in them, might have wanted to ask questions while they were near her. But it's almost like if they're in this cocktail party, they're doing this thing where they're moving to different locations of the room because they want to see if she'll follow them, where they were right next to her. And so while they were next to her, she was asking questions. But when they moved to a different area of the room, she's just like, okay, I guess they don't want to talk. That's how she's interpreting it. What they want is for her to follow them. But that's not very Empress-like, really. So it just shows that they've never really dealt with an Empress, which is where they're going to get that disappointment when they realize she's not, why isn't she following me? Let's look at the Page of Cups. Six of Swords in reverse, Eight of Pentacles. Like I said. Page of Pentacles. So they felt this energy from her. They felt the energy of, I feel like she's focused on me. I feel like every time I look at her, she's looking at me. You know that song of, and I look at her and she looks at me. that type of thing. So Six of Swords in reverse, though, she's not pursuing them, which is confusing them because they're like, I thought she was into me. So again, this is somebody who's used to being pursued, not the pursuer. So this is somebody who's very comfortable in their feminine energy, but they're a little too comfortable in their feminine energy because they're used to being pursued. They are not used to being the pursuer. So it's like they're like, okay, well, I'm just going to work on other things until you decide to pursue me, which honestly is going to be never. They don't know that, though. Let's look at the Seven of Swords. Like I said, Queen of Wands with the Eight of Wands. See, this is an Empress. And part of becoming an Empress is having the Queen of Wands. She knows her value. She knows her worth. In a cocktail party, that Empress would be the one that a lot of men are gravitating towards. So why would she run after one? That doesn't make sense. She will talk to them because she's gracious. She's down to earth. It's not like she's stuck up or anything. If they approach her, she will have a conversation with them. And she was trying to have a conversation with them, but then they go off and she's like, well, that's the one I was interested in, but I guess he's not interested because they're acting like the feminine. Clarify Six of Pentacles. So that's the lesson. This is what Pluto and Saturn are trying to do. They're trying to get this person to step out of that feminine energy, because it's okay for a masculine to have feminine energy, but if masculine completely sinks into the feminine and does not step into their masculine, they will continue being in situations where they're being used and abused because they don't know how to stand up for themselves. They don't know how to be assertive. They don't know how to be confident. That is what Spirit is trying to teach them. Like, you've got to step out of that shell. Clarify Six of Pentacles. The Devil. And the King of Wands. Like I said, they keep showing up as a match because they are a match. And they are obsessed with her. But to them, they're playing these little subtle mind games where they're like, okay, well, I approached her, so now she's got to approach me. But if this is the very beginning of something, the feminine is not even sure what intentions they have with her. So it'd be different if it's like you're dating somebody and the feminine's like, no, they've always got to be the one to call me. They've always got to be the one to text me. Yes, that is unfair. But when it's the very beginning and the feminine doesn't even know what their intentions are or why they're moving away, she's going to interpret that like, oh, maybe they were just being friendly, and here I thought, okay. So she's brushing it off like they must not be interested. But they're obsessed. King of Wands. Now he's facing the Queen of Wands. So he's going to be turning, if he started that evening, moving towards her, having a conversation with her, then moving away and turning his back on her to see if she would pursue him. Now he's turning around and facing her like, what's happening? Why aren't you coming towards me? And she's kind of confused by how they're acting because it doesn't have any rhyme or reason. Clarify Ten of Swords. But they can't take their eyes off of her. How does that song go? You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. Yep. That's it right there. Like I said, see, she has all queens in her, right? She's the Empress, but what she's really mastered is feminine energy. So she can sense that they're conflicted. She can sense that they've got this whole thing going on. So she's kind of like, look, I'm going to step away from this until this person gets their mind straight, because I don't want to be with someone who doesn't know what they want. I don't want to be with someone who's conflicted. They either want this or they don't. So she's being kind and compassionate, almost like, besides, if they're not ready, I don't want to put pressure on them. So she's stepping away. She's ending that whole tension that was between them. And she's just kind of stepping into her usual cheerful self. And they don't understand that. They're like, wait, is she turning her back on me? Why'd she stop smiling at me? What's going on right now? But they kind of made this choice You know, they chose for things to go this way. I feel bad ending it here, so I'm actually going to do one more set for the feminine. Next set for the feminine. I should probably pick these up. The Chariot. The Ace of Swords. Three of Cups. And the Ace of Wands. With the Fool. So, the way the feminine is interpreting their actions is like, oh, okay, so it's like that feeling you have when somebody's waving at you and you wave back, and then you realize they're waving at somebody behind you and you feel kind of foolish. That's how she's interpreting this. She's like, oh my God, here, I'm so sorry. Like mentally, she's like, here, I thought they were flirting with me, and the whole time they were just being friendly. She feels a little foolish because she was like, and here I was all thinking of wedding bells and oh my God, I can't. So she's a little discouraged. So with the Chariot, she's got to focus. This is usually driven by the Emperor or the Empress, usually the Emperor, but if you notice, it's a feminine. So here she is getting on her Chariot and being like, okay, my bad, I totally misread that. This person is not interested in me, and she's just going to move on. Ace of Swords, she feels like she just understood a great truth, that maybe they felt attraction, maybe they found her pretty, but it wasn't anything serious, right? Clarified Chariot. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, she's realizing, oh, maybe this person was in a flirty mood that evening, and I just happened to catch their fancy, but it was nothing serious. So she's not going to invest in it. Clarify Ace of Swords. The Moon. Because here's the thing. This is an Empress. So she expects Emperor-like behavior. That's the only thing that's going to match her. So where originally she might have been a little confused, that's where she's like, oh, I get the answer. The answer is they're not interested because my match would not act this way. My match would see what they want and would go after it. That's just it. There would be no dithering, no hesitation, no vacillation. So that's why she's like, yeah, I just came upon a great truth. This is not my partner. Clarify Three of Cups. Ace of Cups. Yeah, so she's gonna keep being friendly because it's not like she's gonna become an enemy of this person, right? She's just like, no, I just misread their cues, my bad. So they're friendly, they love conversation. I was a good conversation. That situation is dead. And she's just moving forward. Clarify Ace of Wands. Ooh, we got several. Okay. Ace of Pentacles, Temperance, Judgment, Three of Cups, and Queen of Wands. Oh my God. This masculine is, I swear, he's self-sabotaging, really. Now he's sad. He's sitting here in regret, remorse, feeling sad because the Empress stopped giving them attention and they don't know what they did wrong. So if the masculine is watching this could be Divinity's way of letting them know what you did wrong is you didn't offer anything genuine. You just offered conversation, you offered attraction, but you didn't say, hey, I would like to get to know you. Can we go on a date? You didn't say that. Temperance. You held back too much. You needed to make a decision, and the decision you showed was being friendly. And so that's what she's going to interpret, because she is confident, she knows her value, and she does not accept people giving mixed signals. And you were giving mixed signals, so to her, that shows lack of interest. Simple as that. Oh my God, I can't wait for part 2. I'm going to leave this one here. And if you are subscribed, then I will see you on the other side. Thank you to everyone who's been subscribing to the YouTube channel itself. Make sure to hit the notification bell so that you can get all of the notifications. And if you want to watch part 2, the link to subscribe to the Facebook page is down below in the description box. See you on the other side. Bye-bye.